Oh, welcome back everybody to Final Fantasy XIV Online. This is episode, man, I gotta stop doing that. This is episode 69. I keep hitting the E key instead of the double U key. It's gonna get me killed. Lord of the Inferno. Minfilia would like you to assist the mortal flames. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungus, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalja'a to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalja'a responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Ungus attend as planned. As the Amalja'a are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provide it to them, Roselore. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Dryburn and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alrighty. So before we go, what I'm thinking is that I need to check my gear, because one of the things I've been learning across with my other characters as well, I've been experimenting with it, is that your gear is your stats. But that the better your gear, the better chance you have of achieving things. I'm just looking at my coin, wondering if I've already done this. Alrighty, so we have a level 24 weapon. 35 is close to what we are. 32, 35, 23, and then we've got these. We have 11, 16, 11, 16, 1, 1, and 18. So, yeah, I need to rectify that. I need to get my level up. So what are we at? We're at level 36. Is that correct? 36, 25, 27, 6, 22. We've got some very low levels here that we need to deal with. Yeah, we need to do... Alright, so what I'm thinking is that we need to probably take the Gladiator through to her level 30 quest, and then we're going to work on our Marauder, and then we're going to just work our way down until we get all of these guys up to level 30 or 40, and then once we've done that, we're going to work them up to level 50. I do vaguely remember there being one more thing I wanted to do with the storyline before we did that, so we might go do that. Yes, please leave the solar. Alrighty, we are going to go to Central Thanalan. I think we can manage this with that. I know it's been a little while. I've actually been doing words, which is good for me and my budget. Getting stories out to magazines, so hopefully we'll get some yeses. I might get a whole spate of no's. We'll find out. Dear. I know, it just takes me a little bit to get going in the morning. Did I do the fishing in this area? Well, okay, in this area, yes. But there looks like there's a whole bunch of other area in here that I should also do my fishing in. We are kind of thinking across the way. What are my Disciple of the Hand and Land jobs like? Wow, okay. Botanist needs some work. We might do a little bit of a focus on that once we've got... Basically, I'm going to work through my Disciples of War and Magic, and then we're going to go through our Disciples of the Hand and Land. Once they're all up to 50, we're going to continue on other stuff. What levels have we got on the board? I have level 50, I have level 47, and I have level 15. I think this game is trying to tell me something. It can tell me all it likes. Where are we going? We're going to Drybone. Why are we running? There's no point in running. We're going to teleport. We're also... I don't need to put the 4th row up yet. We are going to need to rearrange our HUD though, so I might actually just quickly do that before I go too much further. As I have advanced, I have learned. I'm going to want to have my warrior stuff up here. Put that down there. And in a little while, we're going to need to have another hot bar up there. That, however, is where I want it for now. Where is my pet bar? I think I moved it enough. Alrighty. No, let's just leave that where it was. Mini-map is there. That's over there. That's over there. Alright, yep, we'll save it at that for the moment. And close it. And grab. Now, I'm going to put my teleport here. I'm going to put my home point here. We'll put our info there. Over here on this bar, what's that? Is that beckon and welcome. I'm going to remove welcome, but we are going to add something else in here. Emotes. Alright. I know, I'm just trying to work out some of the things I need most often. But I just want to be able to wave to people, so I might actually just drag that down and pop it there. There we go. What's under special? I've learnt the step dance and the ball dance. Okay. Alright. And that was all because I wanted to teleport. I know, right? Let me just make sure everything is lined up here. That's reprisal. I normally have that sitting out here. I'm just also trying to get a oh, I know that this is going to need rearranging. I'm trying to get a continuity between my characters. Is that shield lob? I'll stick that there. So that when I'm playing with one, when my fingers are doing what they think they need to be doing, they're actually doing it instead of hitting buttons that are in different places. Alrighty, we are going where? Camp Dry Bone. Boom. Oh, I can teleport to the golden saucer. Okay. That might come in handy. Let me just put my mic where it's meant to be so I'm not mumbling at you. Alrighty. This being the first job that we're leveling, we're going to have a lot of quests that we can do to level it up. But there's going to come a time when we're going to be wanting to do levs. So, good morning. What battle levels have we got here? Yeah, so this is level 15. Radio. I know. I've just got to find myself. In to see the Flame Captain. I know, just jog around the park. Flame Sergeant. Ah, you're Roselore. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizard men aren't aware that their man Ungus has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much, and more of the Amalgamar plot if the mission succeeds. Roselore. If the mission succeeds, Roselore. Let's make sure it does. Alright. Let us head out this way. We might actually grab our budgie. We don't have a budgie. I remember. I know, I saw someone else riding their mount, their Chocobo mount from their grand company. And that is the next thing I want to unravel in the story. The mount, because it will make our travel a lot quicker. We also need to get some of our hunting quests done, which are fairly important. I want to clear this area before we move away from it. So by this area I mean Lanosia, Thanalan, and the Shroud, the Black Shroud. There we go. I can do names. I am heading in the right direction, yeah. I'm just, you know, taking my time. The long way round. What? Ah, oh, nice day for a jog in the rain, Ros. What are you doing? Let's get going. Look at this. I grew up in country with hills like that, except the ground was red, like red earth. If you ever Google the McDonald Ranges out near Alice Springs, I used to hike in them, and they look a lot like this. Maybe not so craggy all the way down to the ground. They've kind of got these cliffs above skirts of hillside, but the earth is this red color, and the rocks. It's spectacular country, but it's similar to this in its sparseness and its... Anyway, let's go and spring an ambush. Are these Vandalus imps going to leave me alone today? Yes, I'm too big and scary for them in my lime green armor. Oh man, what sadist thought that up? Let's get going. We are waiting. Alright, duty calls. Ready to do this one? Level 24, we're level 36. If we're not ready, something is seriously wrong. Except I know this is a tough fight. And I remember... Oh, I know, I remember it being hard. Uh-oh. Oh, trouble on a stick. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Alright. Wow. What is the meaning of this? Here he goes. Wait, something's amiss. Oh no, that looks... Oh, I think our ambush is become an ambush. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha. Oh no, one of the soldiers? I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. Not even a sir, how rude. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I'd managed it? Good cheese-eating grin on this guy's face. 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Ah ha ha. Okay. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. I know, I'm not doing the laughing. I don't do it well. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. Little see you later wave. Oh, we're in so much trouble. I know, come on, instead of just watching him pass, you could have tripped him or stabbed him or something. What sort of soldier are you? Alrighty, let's take the nearest one, let's go. Actually, we could take out those archers too. Just excuse me for a minute. We have guys throwing pointy things at my friends. That can't be allowed to stand. I know, some ranger you are. You didn't even see me sneaking up on you. Where is my... Oh, that's right. It's not learnt at this level. It's the one thing too, when you're used to... used to having some abilities and that they sink you to something that's a lot lower and you lose them. You're like, why are they not falling down as quickly as I thought they should be? Does not matter if I irritate everybody around me. Will weaken their attacks. Is it debuff? Oh, wait, there's more? And I thought they were going to let me get... Oh my god. Quit stabbing me in the back, you evil lizard. I know, right? Let's grab that one. I just, you know, just occasionally you get tired of things stabbing you in the back. I know, I think we're losing our people though, left, right and centre. Okay. Oh boy. These guys just come back to gloat. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Ah, that's not good. Behind you. She's always fainting, this girl. I'll give that private this. He was in a dire situation. Bring her. But he's the rest of you, march. Oh dear. Traitorous scum. When our level is no longer synced. Have a nice nap, Doobie Ros. Hey, Sarge. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. A new regular duty has been added to duty support. Duty finder, duty support. Also, you can find it under, boom, the duty finder under dungeons. No, not yet we can't. What is it? Oh, trials. Well. Let's go find out what's going on. Oh, no, we are registering for this one. Alrighty, let's go. Enter the Bowl of Embers with a party of NPCs. Register for duty. And commence. We're down at level 20, so some of our abilities are not going to be available. How sad. Have to rely on our gear. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Uh-oh. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. He's huge. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. Temugzo, huh? If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Oh, that's not good. But bloody hells! Bring those two as well. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Ah. O mighty Ifrit. What? That's the Flame Sergeant. By my one true God. That's the... Oh no. Your words are my bread. Ah. Impossible! By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Well, could it be? Your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that's the only explanation. Hey, lizard boy, I have no soul. What's your problem? Uh-oh. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed's number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. Oh boy. I've got to stop, not let this thing keep... Wait, I'm the bait. Let's go. Alright, let's annoy him. Let's insult his mother. There we go. Oh, I think he's a bit mad at me. Haha. Oh, alright. We'll keep him turned away from the party. Put some armor on. Do a little bit of stabbery. Do a bit of fast bladery. Weaken him so his attacks are not as strong, hopefully. And get to it. Now, my one question with this is I've not done this with a tank. I've only ever done it with support characters. So, I'm guessing that means I'm... Ow. Alright, well, as long as I'm the only one getting hurt, that's fine. Okay, so that actually does work. We stunned him for a little second. That little second might be all we need. Man, you've really got to rely on your healers on this one, don't you? Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to rely on our DPS to get that down. Alright, and we're going to keep this guy off them while they do it. So hopefully they'll manage it without me. Because you need to get the nail down or you're all dead. That's this thing up in the background here. I don't think they did it, in which case we are all dead. Yeah. Alright, so I am going to have to help them get the nail down. That's going to be a pain in the patootie. Alright, so now we start again. So with a party of NPCs, your tank is going to have to do some of your DPS job. Which is going to make it a little bit harder. Whereas usually what your tank would do would be keep the party away, like faced away. I'm actually not facing him away. That's not good. Come here, turkey. Big lizard turkey. Alright. So we're going to paralyze him as much as we can. Which isn't a lot, I have to admit. And we're going to use that as a delaying tactic. But I remember the first time I did this, it took me freaking forever. I know, this is not good. This is not what we want. We only have a limited time to get this down before he flies. And we didn't make it last time by about this much. Now I don't think we made it again this time. No, we did. Yes, alright. Okay, so normally as a tank you wouldn't let them you wouldn't do that. You rely on your DPS to get the nail down, I'm assuming. But this time, because it's with the NPCs, we had to help out. And now we're just relying totally on our healer to do the thing. Let's paralyze him for a little minute. If we can. Yes. Where are my people? Okay, behind him. That's good. So I'm using the mini-map to just see our positioning. Because we don't want him in a position to hurt them. If we can help it. Okay, I'm assuming that is what our tank does. I know, and I can probably get out of the way of those as well. There, we got it. Alright. Whoa. Oh no. Another crystal. Our first. Shouldn't that be... No, it is our second. All right. Pray forgive my lateness. Lateness? Man, you missed the whole party and I didn't save you any. I was delayed by a congregation of Amelja zealots. I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. Huh, persistent lot. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Roselore. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I'd never have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism by fire. Oh, you're so funny. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. All right, let's go. That is the ugliest set of armor I have ever seen. Ooh. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Uldan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by Vlith Legion. By the Vlith Legion, okay. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find I am troubled by that adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but that is a consideration for another time. You have been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. Yeah, you're going to lose your head. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, bonus of 90 XP and 1500 gil awarded for the completion, swift first time completion of this duty with this job class. Right. There's no chest in here. No. Yes, we shall leave. The Bowl of Embers is ended. And we're back in Camp Drybone. What is this? Achievements in the current area. Successfully complete the Fate Attack on Highbridge Act 3. I don't think I've done Act 1 and 2, have I? Let's go talk to Thancred. Oh no. Ah, there you are, Roselore. Come rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their mind. For once a man is tempered... Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes there is still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand no less. This is the deed of no ordinary individual, Roselore. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains undimmed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing the tidings to her. That way I can claim to have contributed something to this mission. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Well, let's see if I happen to have any... Oops, wrong button. Did I put them in? No, I didn't. There they are. Let us head to Vesper Bay. I like it. There's no Aetheryte nearby. You need the tickets. Alrighty. Let's go find Minfilia. See how she's doing. I like this crew. Hey, Tartaroo. Oh yeah, those are the outside missions. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. Alrighty. My late arrival nearly cost Roselore her life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Roselore, it's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Sure, Thancred. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear, and now we can put paid our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal, Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Lominsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifest in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now aether exists throughout creation. It flows throughout all life and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether. Crystals. It is for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants the beings physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their god becomes. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not the why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. The recent incidents all share a common trait, meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. Ah, the immortal flames assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take full advantage of the respite, Roselore. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of the hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you'll have nary a moment yourself. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope you'll continue to stand with us, Roselore. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Wow, that's a heavy thing, isn't it? Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis Soir would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Yeah. Alrighty. We have some new gear. Let's equip that while we can, if we can. Yep, Dawn Wrist Guards. Away we go. Update that. Now I've got... yeah, I do. I have some materia in my backpack. We are... Now why is that not... Ah, I must be a level 35 disciple of the hand to meld this materia. Oh, I see. Well, that's annoying. However, I can meld this one. I can meld this one. Alright, so it looks like we need to work on our hand stuff pretty quick. Let's just get some of this materia out of our pack, and we'll also strengthen our ability to hit things. While we do so, let's get some savage aim. Let's do a bit of savage might. The only thing is I've got to remember when I replace it to let's increase our skill speed. To actually take the materia that I've melded to it out, so I can either sell it or Alright, and I'm not a high enough level. Oh, I see. So I've got to be the same level as the gear. That makes sense. How far off are we? We are 1 off with our blacksmith. Alrighty, might have to look to that. Because as we upgrade our gear, we're going to want to upgrade our materia. Minfilia is wearing a wry smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? My newfound what? Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you travelled to the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Thancred that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us, than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. Oh, that sounds ominous. We have guests, Roselore. Or rather, you have guests. It's like, what? Beg pardon? Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Roselore, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Roselore's deeds spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? Huh? Your reputation precedes you, Mistress Seraphina. 'Tis no ordinary woman who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adders has need of valiant women such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Mistress Seraphina. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Amaljaar and their dread primal, yours was already a respected name in Ul'dah. Our people know you and love you well. Ha! A woman of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ul'dah. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa to the shores of glory. Oh, I know, Roselore. Run away now. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You'll be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you'll be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you're entitled to do so. And yet, I concede that is no small choice to face. Ah, a thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I'm given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you to make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Roselore hear our leaders speak, then return here with her decision. We eagerly await your answer. Oh my lord. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Roselore, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one woman in the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one woman amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we'll have need of it in the days ahead. The grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. I know this is... Now then, I expect you'll be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Roselore, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tartaru. She will apprise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Well, big decisions ahead, guys. But I think, on that note, under the expectant eye of 3 grand companies, no pressure, I'll bid you adieu. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe. I'll check you later. Take care out there.